Welcome back, beautifuls, to our sixth episode in the Phoenix Priestess podcast in the Sanctuary. So, what is the Sanctuary? So, let's begin there. Ma, like the sound that emanates from our womb, from our yonis, from our mouths, that connection between our womb, our second chakra, let's say it that way, and our fifth chakra, our throat. Do you know that when a woman is birthing, a mother is birthing her first human child, there is a deep connection from the sounds that come from her jaw, like her mouth, her jaw, her release through her voice, through the depths of her inner womb self comes out through the mouth, and it's like those whales, like they're like the M sound, the M from the mother, the M from the sacred sacred feminine. This is our sixth episode. Six is the feminine number. And I realized, I haven't even really shared so much about like, what is the sanctuary? Like, I'm inviting these beautiful beings here and like, let me share with them a little bit more. And so M is that primordial sound of satiation, of saying, yes, I chose this life. I chose this soul contract. I chose this beautiful human body. Like that sound, right? It's a sound. And it tastes good. It can taste good. And we're in an era, the sanctuary is the sacred rebirth, remembrance portal to remind us that life is beautiful, that your role here is important, that your soul gifts are needed, your voice is wanted, your innate joy for being alive as you are is medicine, especially in times of chaos, and especially in times where there is so much darkness internally. Internally, and then reflected externally. Remembering that when we go back to the knowings that we are wanted, that we are loved, and that nurturing and caring for ourselves, that's number 6 in numerology, like the nurturer number, the caring for number. And so why triple M? So in Spanish, más buena. If you've heard of Shakira, or if you've heard of like the woman who like she feels good, she looks good, and you want some of that good. That's a triple M. That's a triple M mama. Like she's like, yeah. And you see her, yes, and you want some of that, yes. And you're like, she's not going to give it to me. Like, I have to find my yes. And that mama's like, yes, she wants your yes to come back on. All of that is the sanctuary. There were so many words with M that I relate to in this lifetime. A mystic, a muse, a mundane being. Yes, that on Monday I do this, on Tuesday I do that. And there's flow. Yes, there's flow. But like making peace with mundane, with the mundaneness, with after the ecstatic awakening, You chop wood and carry water. I can't remember the sage teacher that preached that. I can't remember in what sacred text that comes from, or a sacred being shared it with us, but it is so true. Our magic. Mimusamedicina, que es mágica. My muses. One of the reasons why I'm sharing specifically the Phoenix Priestess podcast is to remind us that through the death portals, there is something, and I feel like it is our souls. And it's also the uppercase S in soul, like the greater soul that emanates us all, that is in God. Remember when I say God, GAWED, like that we're in that beautiful mystery. That the muse medicine brings to us when we're down on our knees in tears, when we're laying and saying we can't get back up again, or we don't understand the why, or we're looking externally, or we're comparing, or we're still in so much shame and judgment. Mimusamedicina is that reminder through my voice, through my being, through the people, through the beautiful beings that are here in this podcast, that our own inner muses, our own inner muse wants to be amused again. She wants to come back online again. She wants to share her magic and her medicine. And she, which is you, she wants to reawaken in every season. One of the reasons why you hear me say it over and over again and speak to the seasons is I really realized that I am reborn over and over again in so many seasons, not only in my own inner seasons, but in like the elemental seasons of the year, and then the seasons within my numerology. Many of you who know me and or who I've supported through private sessions now understand the symbology of the number 10, 10 days, 10, especially 10 months, which is that womb container, that womb container inside of us that knows how to embrace the death of what was that winter season and start to grow something anew. When my poetry started to come back online, well, not come back online, come online, I had no idea that poetry was inside of me. I had to live through my winter darkest season of my life of almost dying for internally for around 3 years. And so in each era, I have to tune in to see what my muse is wanting. Is this because I'm trying to like amuse someone else or like get something in return? Or is she just wanting to be amused for the sake of like literally going to an inner amusement park? And that's the one that I keep signing up for, going inside of that beautiful, magical merry-go-round. So you can use whatever word you want that starts with the letter M and plug it in, the MMM sanctuary. If you're here for the medicine, if you're here for the musings, if you're here for the magic, if you're here for the mysticism, if you're here for the mundane tools and tips, We welcome it all. I welcome it all. It's a sanctuary. It's not a school. At first, I had named it school. I had literally, with my beautiful archetypal, like almost encyclopedia book, like I used it as a tarot, and I opened it up and literally the word school came. And I was reading it. And so I named it school and I was like, oh, it's a school. And then the weeks, that's what I'm talking about. Like the muse inside of me was like, this is no fucking school. In school, we've been taught that there's a right way and a wrong way, or we should do it this way, or I did it this way. So why don't you try it this way? And then I'll grade you. Or when you finish that, then you move on to the next. No, 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 no. A mystic sanctuary is a haven of remembrance that we are one, that we are one with all. And in every remembrance rite of passage that we have in the sanctuary, we remember that there is no right or wrong way. There's only the right way for each and every one of us. And the right way is spelled RITE. Each one of us has a sacred rite of passage within our own soul's being that needs to be lived through experience, through embodiment, to be enacted in the remembrance of ecstasy, in the experience of just being you, moment by moment. There is no better or worse moment. And the more you move in those mystical realms, the more you realize your own sacred rebirth revelations that want to be remembered and revealed and reactivated inside of you, revitalized inside of you. I know that our own inner fires want to shine endlessly. Left as our love legacy is all of the sparks that we have lit in our creations, in our co-creations, within our relationships. I know what it's like to have our inner fire almost burn out. You know, we talk about in the collective, like I burned out. So I'm a generator in human design, but it's like the disease of like the century. It's the burnout. And burning out means you've literally been fanning the flames of another's passion. So another being has said, do this, and you have gone, you have blown from your own energetic being into, for, with that other being. And we're being asked to remember that our own inner fire element is our own sacred being that lights us up, and we must be in deep relationship with it. We just talked about prioritizing our passions in episode number 5 with my daughter. Hello, Sun in Leo. The girl is a spark. Everybody who knows her knows she is a spark. She is a shiny, beautiful, shiny spark. And so let's remember that sacred medicine to honor our inner flames. Because when we keep fanning the flames of another's fire, we burn out. We die. We begin to die. We begin to act as a zombie, as a machine, as a controller, as a dictator. We begin to use up our own energy and then have to pull energy that only drains other people and only harms ourselves and other people because our own sacred fires have burned out. So I invite us to beautiful, sacred reckoning time. Kneel at your own inner fire. Ask it to come back online. Speak to it. Call it. Sing to it. Massage it inside of you. Move your body with it. When you free your fire, you realize that that is freedom. You don't have to burn down another. You don't have to change how another is being in a relationship with their own fire. And you're constantly just being in relationship with that beautiful movement that wants to be in its manifestation. That is what manifestation is. It's like the lighting up of light particles, our blood, our desires, our passions. So fan your flames, my beautiful ones. Feel your freedom. And find again your force. That's insourcing your power. Finding, but from a place of remembering, not finding something that has been lost, but remembering. I'm going to close with a meditation and alchemical activation that I received this morning. And before then, I'll just do a little parentheses. If you need support during this sacred season of your life, if you're going through a transition, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you don't even know how much fire is left within you, reach out. I'd love to connect and see how I can best support you. I have a beautiful one-on-one sessions where you receive your sacred soul mamafestor mandala. You receive an alchemical activation while I do a reading as well of your mandala that includes different sacred systems like the archetypal system, numerology, human design, astrology, and my own. I have a south node in Pisces, my own intuitive tool temple. It's not just a kit, it's a temple. It's been there for ages. And I help you in a more practical, because my north node is in Virgo. So I show you, given your north node, I just show you as a sacred mirror what I'm seeing your soul is wanting to sing. And I share with you tips and techniques and truths to support you in this sacred transition and time that you are in. I also have courses in the sanctuary that you can buy and do at your own rhythm, however you like. Buy it and it's yours. You can find them on my website. I also have subscriptions, a free one. Come the first day of the month. The first day of the month, the music morphosis. Come and sit and sing and share your musings. It's needed. We need it. We're in a time where we need to not only share our musings, but also honor and celebrate each other's musings. Metamorphosis, our priestess prayer portal sanctuary. Mamamorphosis, our 10-month sacred transformation portal. Those two, metamorphosis and mamamorphosis, are literally a sacred portal for your own rebirth, revelation to be revealed. You can do the 10-month, or you can do month. If you want to unsubscribe, you literally just do it. I've felt into my own yes, I am here to support you. I'm here to inspire you, but I'm not here to manage you. I'm not here to tell you there's only one way. But I do invite you. And those are my invitations, sacred one. Mi musa hermosa. Taking a deep breath in. Feeling the fire of your womb. Your turn on, your turn in. As you breathe in and out. And you feel the container of your womb, of your bowl, of your cauldron. The bottom of your spine. Be connected through your legs to the soil of the earth, through the ever bounty-filled earth, the ground element that is always supporting us, that is always reminding us that bounty is. Bounty wants to keep rebirthing, that life always finds a way. Feel that fire element from the wood, from the earth, from our body, which is our blood, that fire, our heartbeats, our passions. As we inhale and exhale, feel the winds of change, the winds of the unknown, the winds of the oh so mystery. As we fan our flames, as we free our fire, notice that the winds blow that fire. It blows as like the bees carry the pollen to create more bounty. And in deep awe and in reverence of it all, our tears, our water, that is most of what we've been made of, most of what is here. On that which we stand is made up of water, allowing the tears from the heavens to lubricate our being. The words that we choose, may they be those that lubricate the ways within us, that light a spark in another, that bring more love to all that we do and all that we are. May we remember that we are made of the elements. We are made of the elements. We are made of the seasons. We are made of nature. And our nature is also a divine one. A divine one that is married to a beautiful human one. Gemini, sacred medicine. It's the communicator of the paradox, the communicator of the divine. Notice within yourself if during this season you're needing more of one of those elements. If you're needing to be in a deeper relationship with the earth element, with water, with wind, with fire. As we exhale, we bow down in gratitude for all that emanates through all of the elements, that which animates us, all in the name of being an activist and an artist de amor.